Alright, let's see if this worked. So basically I've just loaded into the game here. I haven't really moved anywhere yet. I started recording this and I realized that the stream was shut down, so I went and restarted the stream. So since the last time we've made some changes, obviously I am back on to the desktop mic. I've turned off all the noise cancellation because that was causing some weird audioness, so there's going to be a little bit more clickiness. I know there's some I think there's some people out cutting the lawn right now, so you'll hear them. We're just going to have to use some good old-fashioned deal with it to deal with that. So, for the time being anyway. I also found in one of the older videos that we were missing some content. It was about 30, well, like 2 minutes of content at the beginning of one of the episodes. I might edit it back in, I probably won't. It wasn't anything exciting. I'm eventually going to make an abridged version of all these episodes, and they will be much more YouTube friendly, because these long streams are not, basically. So we're currently trying to escape the Corga Vega plant. It's an interesting guy. This was not going well last night, so let's see if we've made any improvement with some sleep. Well, my aim hasn't improved, but my tactics seems to have gotten better, since I'm not dead yet. He doesn't even know where I am. He's just like, I'm gonna shoot this way. See, I think if they get this close, they won't actually bother throwing a grenade.
Disappearing at, huh?
Well, so far so good. Let's see if we can get someone else. I hear them out there.
Keep your eyes open. Think this asshole's using the stealth. Fucking hide from me? You're dead.
Molotovs. See, that's the thing, is like, do I go with anti-Molotov armor or do I go with anti-explosive armor? I feel like explosives are more common, but the Molotovs are kind of like, if they hit you, that's it. It's over. Just reload, you're dead. So, it's something to think about. Oh, here we go. We've got ammo. We can make this work. Except that he's gone now. Well, so far so good.
Nothing. At least it sure as hell looks that way.
I think I established that I can't shoot them through the metal grate.
I must have a good cushion if I can see things.
I could probably go back in and sleep till nighttime. Might give us an advantage. That almost killed him. Wonder what triggers that door to open.
I know you're here.
Well, I would have thought that would have done the trick.
Who? Grip on yourself.
Well, see if that gets him to open the door. And everyone down here is dead.
Huh?
You're mine now, rookie. What the fuck is that?
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Oh, so that went well. Let's drink some water to celebrate. See, that was the thing, is so you get these intense moments, it's really hard to keep talking, and then, without sounding like an idiot, and then you're being quiet, and then you get, like, the heavy breathing in the mic, so let's see here. Purified water, let's see. I mean, I could just run away. I mean, there is no reason to kill everyone out here. Other than you can.
Oh, hell no.
See, why can't he shoot me and I can't shoot him? Although it doesn't seem to be doing any damage, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just get into cover. So now, oh, I think he followed me. Let's see if I can find him. Oh, there we go. Perfect. No, 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 no. No, no, no. There we go. Alright. Things are looking up. I've only got like 1 or 2 guys left out here. We want to get all the goodies back to base. And I know that there's some good stuff up on these platforms. It sucks to suck. It's actually better to aim without a scope. It's actually really hard to aim with a scope in this game without either a skill or a good stock. But like free aiming with like sights is pretty solid. This is the wrong gun. So no, I thought I was getting hit there, and I had a head injury, but I didn't, so I wasted a stim pack, although we already established I'm getting like way too many stim packs at this point. There you go, he's down. We still got, oh, there's somebody. Oh. He's bad. We should back up. He's got Molotovs. I wonder how many. Oh, this is bad. Maybe they'll Molotov each other. You know what? It's time to find out how good this is. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that health regen. Well, look at the plus side. We wasted a quantum, but we learned something. That's a shotgun too. Oh man. Oh wow, that was good. We just barely survived there. I think that's everyone. Look at that. Got like a few of these little security cams. But no, I think that's it. We're in the clear. Unless there's someone up here at the very end. Nope. Alright, let's get our loot on and see if we can get out of here in one piece.
Nice.
So we've got some extended fusion cores. What was that? We can strip the mod off that gun, so we're gonna keep it. Is there anything interesting over here? Yeah, this is a dead guy. We didn't really need that pipe pistol. We could just drop it. Let's see. I know that there's ammo there. We've got to explore that shed back there. So that's our goal, is to get those two areas covered and then get the hell out of here. That is not the blue shed, that is some blue pipes. There we go. So how do we get there? Okay, so... Alright. Yeah, we get up over here. No? Ah, there we go. Okay. Well, we can check out this terminal. What does it say? It's probably just like the spotlight controls. Yep. It leaves us with just one more place to explore once we get over there. So I feel like because of the way these walkways are, that this was a very deliberately controlled area as far as when the development was going on. Like, each of these pieces I think are made to socket together. Like, I bet these are all the same radius. Because you can almost tell, let's look at the breaks in the mesh. See, so you got 2 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 1. So yeah, these are all stamped mesh pieces. So this is basically a modular set that's meant to go together. So these are probably set heights, and this is the way they really construct this stuff in real life. So it's really easy. Well, I shouldn't say it's real easy. It's easy to take a look at this stuff and sort of tell, or rather imitate. Art imitates real life, is what I'm trying to say. So it's really easy to imitate this stuff and put it into a game. I'm going to try to be more conscious about pointing out this kind of stuff as we go on. I don't know how these buildings are constructed. They might be entire models. You just slap down entire buildings, or it could be like, that's a piece, that's a piece, that's a piece, that big square piece is a piece, this top piece is a piece. This whole building could be a whole building piece. So you like slap that down, you put these up, you put that on top of it, and then you put that on top of the rest. And so you kind of piece together this whole thing. Or something like that. I mean, I'm not sure. It looks like it might be just a big giant modeled chunk. Modular design, I think, is like particularly Fallout and Skyrim or Elder Scrolls in general. I think they do a really good job of showing off, like, making really organic large worlds with the modular design, where like some companies go out and they'll just like model everything. Like, they'll get like a blue box of a level or a gray box of a level, and then they'll just send an art team after it once the gameplay is defined for that area. And I don't think that's what Bethesda does. I mean, I think like some areas, maybe, where they'll have like, oh, we want this big giant ramp here. We need a specific piece to make that happen. Like, maybe they'll do that. But like, for the most part, it seems like everything is pretty modular. And even these might be modular chunks. I mean, you'd be surprised what you can do with a good architectural set. I know, I think this is the bridge somewhere where you can just like fall through it if you're not careful. Like maybe like right there or something. Almost certainly right there. I'm not going to test that theory. You know, I want to sleep first because I feel like that's safer, but what I should do is check this out first and get ready for the trip back. So, what do we want? We want all of our junk as long as it's flagged. Or a bottle. So, like, we don't need these cans. We are going to take the things that contain asbestos because we need that. I feel like a Deathclaw hide is one of those like high value. So we're already overweight. So let's store some spare weapons in here that we don't need. Because some of them we're probably not even going to take with us. So these have different barrels on them. I don't know which barrel is better. Probably this one. And the reason we're going to take our junk first out of here is because when we go back, we might do some crafting, and then the return trip will be safer with the better weapons. So, there we go. Now we're overweight again. We don't have really any clothing we can stick in there. We want to keep all our aid on us. So it's just going to have to be some junk that goes back. So, sort. Wait, bag of cement. We can't even use the cement yet. I mean, we're gonna definitely pick it up and bring it back with us, but... So now, let's get our 8. We'll probably be very thirsty and hungry when we wake up because we haven't been taking care of ourselves. So let's see. 2, 1... 5 a.m. Stats. We didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Q. I'm hungry and dehydrated, so major intelligence penalty, lock perception. So we're gonna run inside and use the fountain because that's a lot of water to try to recoup all at once. Actually, there's water up here. I wonder how bad this water is compared to the water fountain. I don't think there's any difference. But this way we'll know. Infection. That might be caused to use some of those antibiotics we found for the first time. Let's see if we made a dent in our stats. Doesn't seem like it. What if we just hold the button? Oh, there we go. That's much better. So then we gotta go with, we don't want to take periodic damage, so let's use an antibiotic. It looks like that made me thirsty. Yeah, it did. Oh, wow. That cured all of my illnesses. So antibiotics, very good. Hopefully we don't develop an immunity or something like that. Let's see, still hungry, huh? Let's see what else we got. There we go, properly fed. Oh my god, we're at like 100% health minus the slight amount of radiation damage that we have. Well, hopefully we'll make it back to town okay. Let's see where we gotta get to. So we've got to make it to Tenpenny's Bluff and then to the Red Rocket. The question is maybe should we go to the Red Rocket first? Can we put down our marker? Our own marker? No, you can't put down your own marker. So it's not... So they took even that away for the map functionality. So we're just going to have to make sure that we sort of check the map from time to time. I say we. I'm like taking the viewer along with me on this strange journey, I suppose. Or maybe it's we. Maybe the we is me and my character. I'm not really sure. You know, insert random multiple personalities disorder joke here. Is that a tarp? Oh, it is a tarp with a... It's just a pillow, so I can't get any sleep there. That's pretty cool. I like that.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
He bought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our fault if he's strung out. Now, don't make me come in there and shoot up that little trading post of yours. Whoa, whoa. Easy there, Scare. This doesn't involve you.
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
That's it. You're dead.
Yeah, that didn't go well. Well, maybe we should just like shoot them from a distance. Survival mode is definitely a shoot first, ask questions later mode. Alright, so hopefully this won't take nearly as long this time. Inventory, let's see, aid, antibiotics, and then we're just gonna eat a variety of food here. And hope that we don't get reinfected. It'd be nice if you could turn on some extra bars down in the right corner that show you like hunger or thirst as like individual little bars. So you kind of had a better idea of like how hungry, how thirsty You know, on one hand, I sort of don't like how they took away, like, how much something feeds you, because in real life, you can look at, like, a proportion of something and be like, oh, well, you know, if I eat this, I'm still going to be hungry, or if I eat this, I'm not, it's, like, almost too much, I can't finish this. But I feel like, and since it's a game, they could have gave us the benefit of that doubt and just showed us, like, this feeds you this much. But they obviously felt it necessary to take that away, which I get it. I mean, they're trying to go for sort of like a realism thing, but I think they're like overcompensating. Is basically what I'm saying. In just in that specific area, not like on a whole. So let's see here. Maybe I should put the charisma clothing on and try it again. Or maybe I should just shoot them. I mean, just shooting them is like pretty good idea. I don't think I want to give them the let them have the chems, or sell the chems there. And I guess you could keep everyone alive.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
He fought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our fault if he's strung out. Now, don't make me come in there and shoot up that little trading post of yours.
We're closed. You can thank that poison seller outside for that.
Is there a bed I can borrow? Probably not. Even if there is one, it's probably owned.
Whoa, whoa, easy there, Scare. This doesn't involve you.
Let's see.
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
That's it. You're dead.
Let's see if we can get away far enough. Yes, we can. Alright, so now that we're a safe distance, air quotes, major air quotes. Alright, let's see if we can actually survive this. Okay, now that we've got some distance, we can have a proper shootout. Oh, what? Aw. Bullshit. Maybe armor is a good idea, and we'll do armor. And see, that's the thing with the crafting, though. Is like once you're done crafting, it's not like Skyrim where I can just take all the points out and just, you know, put them other places. So high crafting skills are going to get me flexibility that I don't currently have, but high combat skills are just going to be combat skills, and I guess that's the trade-off too. Let me Google some things real quick. So let's see here. Fallout 4 max level. Alright. Let's see. Fallout Wiki. Oh, interesting. So, Fallout 4, according to the wiki, does not have a level cap, although after level 65,535, the game crashes. So, is there a table? That'd be really funny. Fallout 4. So it shows level 1 through 50, how much experience you need. So like 200 experience for level 1, and you get, like, once you get to level 50, you need 3,875. So some of these quests that we get later on give you like a whole third of level 50. So that's pretty cool. But then to get to level 272, which I think is when you have enough points to have maxed out everything in the whole game, that experience required, yeah, EXP till next level. So once you're 272, you will need 20,525 experience, and last but not least, for level 65,535, you need 4,915,250 experience. Although there's a little star there, an asterisk, that I think implies that there's some more information to be had, but it's not really giving us anything. And the only reason I haven't dragged that onto the main screen at this point is just because I don't know who owns what on that site. I don't want to put it up there and then all of a sudden get flagged on YouTube, because that's a pain. Alright, so in that case, we really don't have to worry about how many points we're spending on what. And, because we'll be able to eventually just max it all. So, cool beans there. So, this time, let's just power up a little bit. Since armor seems to be an issue, let's get armor next, and then we'll just have to work on it. So lethargy, we haven't had lethargy yet. So we're still hungry, we've got lethargy, slower AP refresh. I don't really use a lot of AP on this character. He's not like an AP kind of guy. At least not yet. Apparel, no wait, we need aid, so we're not going to use the antibiotics. Infection worries me, it sounds like the kind of thing that can kill you. So we need to grab some food. Let's see, is that enough? It's not enough. So let's do some grilled rad roach, because it does have... Really? It's not enough? Also, I thought grilled rad roach was the thing that reduced my rads, but I guess it doesn't. It must have been something else I ate that did that. Or maybe I bumped R and used a rad away. So, alright, no max level. That's pretty cool. I feel like that's going to be useful. You know what, that makes me really interested in, like, what would it be like to make, like, a max intelligence, but also, like, the dumb luck trait. Like, yeah, the dumb luck's not going to contribute hardly at all with the max intelligence, but it's more than you would normally get. So, like, to just super power level the crap. And I wonder, like, at what point the enemies stop getting, like, is it just everything is Chameleon Deathclaws all the time? Which, by the way, I've never seen a Chameleon Deathclaw. I've heard of them, and I think they're supposed to be the toughest in the game. But I certainly haven't seen everything. So this is not like a fully informed playthrough. It's just partially informed playthrough. So here we go, the movie theater, and this is like one of the major locations I think we want to colonize. So it might be worth it here to just basically take this place over. If we survive the mole rat invasion. Reloading in bats seems like a good idea. The time slowing really helps. No, there's not a bed here yet. But this, I feel like, is going to be one of our major bases, because it's so nicely located in the top center. So, like, this is here, Grey Garden's, like, here. So we're going to want, like, this will be a good base for this whole area, because, I mean, Grey Garden's good, too. I like the robots. But, like, a base here, base over here. I mean, I guess Diamond City works for downtown, which is why I think, like, this is a little bit better, because Grey Garden's so close to Diamond City. I think this better represents this region of the map. And then, like, I wonder if there's any settlements here, or if, like, the closest one is going to be, like, here. I know there's one, like, over here somewhere, but, yeah, like, one or two, you know, I know there's some out on these islands. And like this island, I think, is the one that can be really rough to get onto. Longneck Lukowski's Cannery. Oh, so that actually started like a thread, like not like a. Let's see. I don't think like an actual quest. No, it didn't start like an actual quest, but it's been like, hey, check this location out. You might find something interesting there. Oh, there's a lot to scrap here. Whoa, radiation. I know there's a lot coming out of that pit. I didn't think it was that much.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm like being selective here. So, first things first, let's just get a bed out of the way. I mean, we'll locate it somewhere else. It's a good location for this kind of bed. We're just gonna slap it down, take a nap. Ooh, an iBot. Okay.
Are you looking for a career in science? Cambridge Polymer Labs is now hiring for a variety of positions. Apply today.
That's cool. I don't recall ever having an iBot here before. And the great salvaging now begins.
Polymer Labs, the global leader in the exciting field of commercial plastics. Now hiring. Apply today.
So on this one, I think I am going to leave this gate up. It's not a good gate, but it'll have to do. I'm just going to clear this out altogether. Alright. You know, maybe I'll build like up here off the front of this, and this will just be like one of the walls. And I'll just like build out a platform. Whoa, I forgot about those. I hate this game. On the plus side, we just did just to save it, so let's try that again. You know what? Before we try that again, let's run over here and get rid of those mines if they're even still there. Because I've done this before, where I've run in there, got killed, came back, and then there's no mines. Or the mines are somewhere else. Or it's like a tripwire, so... See? See? No mines. That doesn't mean that there's not still a trap here. It just means that there's no mines. And I wonder if they sat around and was like, that's mean, make them despawn after the first time, or if like they just have like general disdain and it is like full on random. Anyway, you know, that might be kind of cool, is to just build off of this up here and have this like platform. You get that whole side for farming. Oh, all of this can be farming back here too. I never realized that. I miss in Fallout 3 where there was like this huge farm where you could actually, not farm, this huge like theater, but all the cars were so close together that you could like blow them all up at once, and it would like cause this huge super chain reaction. I found there's like not as much of that in Fallout 4, which makes me a little bit sad. I mean, I understand, you know, you don't want to like blow up something so large that it causes like one of the consoles to like implode on itself. Which I think was a problem that you had in Fallout 3 with the, if you blew up all the cars on the highway at once. Like, it wouldn't kick you off the Xbox, but I'm pretty sure it caused significant lag, because I remember even, like, on the best of computers, it would cause significant lag. And see, the cool thing is if we build something way up there, it'll make it way harder for anything to really cause trouble and kill like all of my people. I'm gonna have to get a toxic suit. Well, actually, I think once we start cleaning those barrels, the toxics go away. Okay, let's see how bad that was. Oh, pretty bad. So let's pop a Rad-X. Aid. Rad-X. I mean, I wouldn't condone taking a bath in this thing, but no more rads. I mean, part of that's a Rad-X, but a lot of it's doing that work that we just did to clear everything out. So yeah, let's wipe out these trees. We're gonna need as much wood as possible. There's not a lot of wood at this one. And get as much of these cars out of the way. Oh, there's traps in there too, now that I think about it. I'll leave these seats here, they look nice. Oh, that was a bottle cap mine. I thought it was just a lunchbox. I knew there was a trap in here, and I didn't think that was it. So we narrowly escaped another reload. Alright, hold on. Alright, welcome back. We had a brief interruption there, unexpectedly, but we should have the show on the road at this point. It was a good time to stop for that episode anyway. I think it was getting near an hour. So what we're currently doing is we're currently building our Fortress of Doom here at the drive-in. Now, one of the temptations that I always fall into in the drive-in is to build basically a giant like shit fortress around the hole in the middle. And so this time I'm going to do something different. I'm not sure what yet. Last time I talked about building something on top of that, which might still happen. I'm expecting some bugs. I'm expecting to fall to my death a lot if I do that. So, you know, maybe. So it looks like we've got everything pretty cleaned up. Let me check one more time. I think there's some trees we can kill still. It's a shame you can't sprint while in this mode. I'm also going to work on sounding a little less nasally. Part of that's the mic, and part of that's just me. But let's see. Trees. There's some trees. Get a little deforestation going on here. Oh, hey. Oh, cool. I don't think I've ever actually been back here. Well, there's no landmines, so that's good. No bobbleheads either, so, you know, gotta take the good with the bad. Something more off, probably the antibiotics. Oh, there's a whole little, like, cool room back here. Nope, broke that one.
Sweet.
Yeah, let's just straight up. Decent amount of aluminum. Yeah, he's dead. Man, I'm gonna have so much nuclear material, I'm not gonna know what to do with it. Oh, it won't let me do that. It won't let me scrap that safe. So, expert will have to remember that's there. Okay. Man, I've actually, like, lived out of this place before in a previous playthrough of the main story, and I didn't even realize... Oh, I scrapped some of those bottles. Alright. Let's see if we can figure out what we want to do. I'm not even sure why I picked that up. I just send it back where it came from. Alright, now we're going to clear the concession stand. Hopefully there's no more booby traps. Of course. What was odd about that was that there wasn't a grenade icon. Usually there's like a little grenade icon. Alright. So I think one of the videos I'll have to make in the near future is just, like what I think of Fallout 4 in general. Do something like really, like, design-oriented. Talk about, like, some things that did great, some things that did poorly, some things that it, and, like, why. Like, was this because, like, Bethesda, you know, didn't realize what was going on, or maybe it was, you know, something that was, like, a technical limitation. Not to say that there's a lot of bad things, it's just that, you know, when you look at, like, things in a game that are great, it's easy to say, oh, this is great, and just, like, leave it at that. But when something's, like, not great, you know, it's like, well, let's talk about that. And so, I certainly think it's an awesome game. I wouldn't be live streaming it if it wasn't. And I'm sure, like, you know, as we go through, I'll mention some things here as well. You know, just as we go along, like some things that I see. I think I actually stored that bookshelf. Or industrial shelf or whatever. Hopefully I'll have found some crystal so that I can make a radio tower here. Oh yeah, Nuka-Cola Quantum. Replaces the one we burned earlier. You know, I was listening to the video earlier and I was like, do I really sound that nasally in real life? I mean, I've made videos before and I don't feel like that was the case. But just listening to it, and I'm just noticing, like, sitting here, that, like, my nose really is kind of clogged up. So I wonder if I don't have, like, some really minor allergies, because it's definitely allergy season down here in Florida. And we run, like, the windows open all the time. Like, we really don't use the air conditioning until we have to. So, it really could be, like, that I have some, like, latent allergies that I'm just not aware of. Alright, let's see. At least everything else is pretty quick and easy. Oh, I picked up some stuff. Okay. Well, this is gonna be... Well, no, I don't need to go slow. I could just drop some things. No, that's not enough. I want to drop weapons, because I want to store everything else. Oh, that was just me. I hit the run button. Whoops. Well, shit. It won't be the last time I look stupid. Alright, so let's just get all this. What do these radios give me? Just steel? No copper? I don't understand, for game balance, you can't just give away the good stuff all the time, but I mean, to some degree, it's kind of like you're taking apart electronics and you can't even get, you know, anything other than steel out of it. No wire, nothing. Alright, let's try this again. At least if I just store things, I can still take them apart, so it really doesn't matter whether I store them or scrap them. You know, unless it's like a piece of armor or something. You know, I don't think you can build that shell from scratch, so I'm curious that you can store it. Like, how do I get that back out? I wonder. I like how I'm trying to scrap like a single cigarette, like it matters. I don't know what causes the targeting to be off-center like that. I could take some educated guesses. I mean, I could imagine if the hitbox is wrong on them, but I don't think that's the case. So it's real curious that, like, it could have something to do with, like, the distance from the camera, the perspective that's throwing it off. If I figure it out, I'll let you know. Seems like a new problem this patch. I don't remember it being that tricky before. Alright, let's try to clear this tower. I wonder if I could just, like, scrap a landmine if there was a landmine up here. Don't ask me how I saw that bullet. I don't even know. Alright. Now back to the surface so we can get some sleep so that we actually are saved in case we fall off while building this. Store all the junk. I'll just scrap the other junk in this stand. Let's see if I can find those store shelves. Let's see. No, it's not going to be under crafting. It's going to be under like furniture and like miscellaneous. No? Shelves maybe? Yeah, I see stored 3. That's kind of cool, because you used to not be able to store this kind of stuff reliably. Especially since I think like some of those we stored were like really broken. So hopefully they've made some updates to that system, which will make it a lot easier to use. Alright, 1 hour of sleep should do for a quick save. And what we ought to do is get our water purification system up. So let's see. So first, do we have what it takes to build a tower? And if not, what are we missing? And do we have it back at the other camp? So no, it's not under defense, it's under power, miscellaneous. We can build a tower. Wow, we need more ceramic. So let's do this first, because once we have a tower built, we can connect to the other settlements, and then we can start networking our resources, and everything will be awesome. And we can move that later if we have to. So next, let's get built our basic water supply. Water. And eventually I want to build one of these big ones, but I don't have science yet, so we're just going to have to settle for this. And this will actually suit us for quite a long time, probably. And I want to know if I can siphon water out of it. So we're going to build it like right on the edge. And it requires 2 power, so we need a total demand for 3 power. Generator. Sweet, this will do.
Looks like it's in working order. Looks like it's in working order.
That just turns it on and
Looks
off.
like it's in working order.
So I can't tap directly out of this thing, I guess. So no matter what we do, we're going to need a pump. Can we even put one down in this? We can. So I guess that's what we'll have to do, right there. So awesome. Since we cleaned up all the radiation, it doesn't even matter that we have to stand in the water for that, although it does look a little awkward. Maybe we'll turn around later. Oh, excuse me. So, alright, let's see if we can find... We've got lots of aid. Wow, look at all that. Miscellaneous. Storage key. Oh, wait. The back of the storage key might help us break into that safe. Ammo, of course. Weapons. We don't need that. Apparel. Well, let's see. No, that's not good. Well, wait. If this can be worn underneath, it'll give us an endurance. That'll be really nice. T-shirt and slacks might also look better because of our style, so we'll check those out. So let's see if we have any bottles that we can actually use. We're going to try that. I don't think it's going to let us. Clipboard, beer bottles. Aluminum, okay. So, beer bottle, empty milk jug. We're gonna have to memorize these so we can go a lot faster. Gas canister, maybe. Nuka-Cola bottle for sure. So that's B-E-N. So Ben might be an easy way to remember it. Because it's beer, empty, and Nuka-Cola. So yeah, the coolant bottles and everything didn't work, which I didn't expect them to. Just to confirm, junk, yep. And then we can put these mods in here too. Alright, so we don't have any people yet. We do. We have one guy. Where is our one guy? I worry that because of the radio, I'm going to get lots of like copyright claims automatically. Ah, here he is. like he just showed up and now he's gonna have a job. He looks cool too. So you go to the Red Rocket. Yep. Confirm. It's like he's like just showed up and I'm like, get out. So let's see how miserable a placement's going to be real quick. If this is going to be even doable. So, structure wood. Let's see if they expanded any of these sets. Well, those are all the prefab pieces. They're pretty much the same. Those are all pretty much the same. That's all the same. I don't think the doors are really any different because there's just no need. Oh, I'm a little bit upset. I was expecting more. These are all new though. Well, not all new, but there's some new stuff in here for sure. Just some little tents and things. I like the tents though. I'm gonna tag Skull for search, that's for sure. Well, we don't need to take a full catalog right now. So let's see if wall placement is any... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. See, I sort of feel like you should be able to sort of like have some more fuss room where like you can really just wedge things in to like buildings and stuff. For the time being though, if we want this place to grow, we need more basics. We can build it up fancy later. So turrets. We want to protect the water supply. You know, we don't really need more than 2 of these at the moment. Because we're going to be linking our networks, so we're going to have more than one of these places to deal with. So food. We will want to work on potatoes, corn, and mutafruit. Right now, we just don't have what we need. So we're gonna have to deal with what we got. Racer green. Well, we don't have to plant it anywhere, so we'll plant somewhere on the shed. I like the big one. Hopefully there's like a reason for gourds, like a good solid use. Oh, we've got people showing up. What do we need? We need beds. Temporarily, we're gonna put some beds. Under here. And it would be cool to convert this building into like into some kind of... That one is hilariously off the ground. And it would be cool to like build a wall around here and make this all kind of like closed in. Or like this is the building, this is the... But I feel like that's like a common thing people probably do. I don't know. We'll have to see as we move forward. Razor grain. So we need, it's complaining that we don't have enough food. But what we can do is we can head over to the Red Rocket and pick some of the stuff we want to be growing. And also get that place ready for more people as well. Because it has the radio antenna, and then we can connect Sanctuary Hills, and then we'll be like totally networked. And that's like the other really nice thing about this place, is that it's so close to the diner over there. Is like you've basically got a free vendor. You know, we really should be able to see the Red Rocket by now. Oh right, it's on the other side of the town. More hub flower. Yeah, I've never gone up to that water tower there. I think it says Concord on it. See, he's like crouching as a temporary like radar check. Is there something on me? No, I'm still hidden. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I'm not gonna need. Oh yeah, I've been in there before. Deal with that in a little bit.
I need to assign someone to this.
I wonder if it's not growing because it's not being farmed, or if like farming it grows it faster, or if it just gives you like bonus resources. I know it does some of those things. Just don't know if it does all of those things. I wonder if I can like shoot this cone in, because I bet the cone's outside the. See, watch. So I can't scrap that cone, right? But I wonder. Ha! Success! So I wonder if I can just like drag things in, like, oh, I really need some rubber. I don't know if I like that works or not. It makes me kind of happy though. Alright, let's see. Am I tired yet? How thirsty? And that was my cat being a terrorist. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here. No cats were harmed in the making of this video. I'm sure, pretty hungry at this point, though. Let's see. Tired. And peckish. So, let me just grab a snack. I'm gonna sort this by weight. I want to eat the heavy stuff first. There, we'll eat some canned dog food. Make dog meat jealous. That wasn't good enough? Alright, we'll eat some cream too. Let's see. Quick what we do have on us. Alright, let's build a radio tower here now. Ready to get fancy. We're gonna put the radio tower where it can really make a difference. No? There we go. That's, you know, it's close. Let's get it just a little bit closer. Yeah, there we go. That's looking good. And then, it was interesting that I leveled there, so I guess you level by building stuff now, or maybe you always did and I just didn't realize it before. So, let's get our radio tower built. So miscellaneous, radio tower, generator, and then we're gonna actually put some lights. Anything new? Not really. So here we go. This is like a huge waste of copper, but oh well. It's for a good cause, sort of. But those take ceramic. I don't think they're all on, but I think most of them are on. There we go. Now they know we're open for business. See, what do we need here? So we've got the food. We just don't have the people to do anything with the food. It says we got one here, and it wasn't killing dog meat before, so... And we do have one here. Or, no, he's just the guy from the other place.
I don't think we met yet. I wanted to personally thank you for giving us this opportunity. Anything specific you want me to do? I'm willing to pitch in anywhere you need.
Let's trade.
Sure thing.
I was hoping that he was like kind of gonna
I
be...
just want to trade a few things.
Sure.
Eh. Still pretty cool though. I wonder if he gets killed. I think if he does get killed, it actually does have an effect. Because I think I solved a trade network issue before by just shooting someone. It says there's one person here. I don't know. I guess it could be counting him. Wait a second. Okay, it's on for sure. I was afraid that that switch was like backwards. Oh, well, we've got a cat on the desk. Alright, cat, what do you want? Come on. Off the desk now. Or just sleep there. Okay, that's good. Now, is that him or is that like Trash Can Carla? No, that's still him. So he's outside the radius now. Let's see if that makes a difference. Oh, wait, but here is somebody. Enter to confirm. Yes. Okay. We are fully networked. So let's get some real sleep. That'll put us close to dawn. And we can mod some weapons, I think, is what we should be doing now. Yeah, see, long barrel, that's good. Alright, so let's change this stock so that we get the bonus. Because right now, see, 24, but if we change the stock to any one of these other groups, we gain damage because it's what we've got bonuses in. Nice, yeah. But before we get crazy with that, let's go back to our plasma pistol and work on it, because this is really... Well, so 30... So it basically does 40 damage. We don't want to put a marksman stock on it. So let's put a sharpshooter script on it. And it's already got... standard sights. What do we want? We want reflex sights? Glow reflex? Reflex sight is not going to help us that much though. I really don't have a problem with recoil, so yeah, let's see here. So what does the most damage? See, this really should be... I mean, it's nice that we can snipe with this thing. But this is going to be... That does even more damage? Wow. Our calibrated pistol's looking pretty bad, so if this does our most damage... Yeah, look at that. And we don't have any ammo for it, so it'd be like a shame to really pimp it out now. I think Kellogg actually drops a really good revolver. Although it could be a really long time before you get to him, because we're not rushing the story. We're just gonna, like I said, explore organically. So standard barrel, bull barrel, ooh. None of those have damage though. So let's say we put in, let's say we do pimp this out. Okay, so that's our sniper gun now. So we're going to take this and we're going to change it. So instead of the scope, we're going to put in just standard for now. No muzzle. We're going to put a sharpshooter's grip on. Long light barrel is still basically the best. Standard receiver. Where do you go with a powerful receiver? Yeah. So that's looking pretty good. There's really nothing we can do with this thing yet at the moment. Yeah, that's basically as good as it gets. I mean, same with that. I don't think we're ever going to get better than that. I shouldn't say that. But yeah. So, same with this one. I'd rather have a large magazine than a large quick eject, or rather than an quick eject. So we're gonna go with large. We're gonna go with no compensator. We don't need that. Standard grip, sharpshooter's grip, long barrel, powerful receiver. So that's pretty much. So I think all of our guns are basically completely pimped out as much as we can for the time being. Except for this one. And what we're short on is screws, so let's organize our weapon wheel real quick here. So weapons, we're gonna take this off the favorites. I mean, we're gonna keep it, but we're gonna not favorite it. So let's sort by damage. Let's spend this point too. Let's see here. Yeah, we need armor upgrades really bad. So in terms of damage, our worst gun is still the glow sighted 10mm. So it becomes number 1. This is actually our second, so that's number 2. Powerful bolt action. So this becomes number 3. Oh wait, this is the worst. Until we upgrade it. So we're gonna do number 1. Actually, we're gonna do that because no one's not upgraded yet. It's not ready for prime time, as the expression goes. So there we go. So this is our weakest. And they just get better. So these two look the same. Except for one has a clip and one doesn't. And it's not going to get very accurate, I guess. It's just going to like bob around unless I get some skills, I suppose. Or if I like free arm it. And then you have this. It'd be nice to get some reflex sights on here. Especially this one. Let's see what we can do with our armor. So, let's see, studded. Studded gives us the best. And then out of these, I don't know, I can't do many of them at the moment. Like, aerodynamic is an option. But lead lined is like the best for if we run into like anyone with radiation based weapons. That's just gonna blow up all of my... This one's already boiled. See, and now that's reduced damage from explosions, so we're gonna want to tag that for search. So what are our options? Explosions and fire, so asbestos. Can the other pieces get asbestos? No, so we have to choose. So there's reduced damage while blocking. See, there's energy resistance. So, yeah, it's going to come down to... See, Shadowed is really nice, but I feel like sneaking is actually pretty easy in this game. So we're probably going to do Asbestos. Asbestos lining is going to be our best bet. In the meantime, though, what do we want to improve? And that's basically all we can do. Yep, alright, so let's try out those outfits that we picked up and then get on our way. So I can't wear the postman's uniform. I like the skull bandana, but like I think it like literally removes my beard, because look, you see the beard coming up to my ear, and I throw in the skull bandana and it's like, nope, no beard. So I don't like it. Also, I guess it's going to be best to store everything in here that we can't carry. So minigun, you go. I want to store all the mods. We want to store weapons, apparel. We want to store the bandanas in case we ever change our mind. Pick the t-shirt and slacks is going to be more our style. And then we want to drop postman's uniform. Hopefully it'll give us some leather, and it doesn't, of course. Alright, so t-shirt and slacks, just to kind of... Yeah, that's more than us. That's more us than what we had before. It's not perfect, but it's as good as we're going to do for now. So there we are. Alright, so having sorted all that out, let's grab a quick nap. Grab a quick drink of water. grab a quick bite to eat. And get on the road. We're gonna have to learn to like eat and drink and everything and then go to bed. Even if we wake up a little thirsty or a little peckish. Let's clear out this mole rat den. It'll be nice to have some food, then we can periodically check on it to see if we can get more food out of it. We're also gonna have to start looking up like some other things we can make out of these aid items. I'm sure there's some like drugs or something, and we haven't really been using any drugs yet, but I feel like they're gonna start playing a major role, especially when we start running into like death laws and things. Oh, that's like some serious rats. Well, we're still alive, so that's a thing. A bunch of empty bottles. Those would be nice to fill with purified water. We've got lots of grenades. I mean, if nothing else, drugs will be good money, so we can make them and sell them. I bet no one in history's ever said that before. No, I don't want to drink that. Oh, that can't be good for me. Never mind. Too used to Skyrim, where it's like any plant you see can be like harvested.
Nice.
Alright, well I think that's all we're gonna get out of here for now. I guess they're just like trying to bait you into blowing yourself up is the goal there. Which we almost did. Alright. Hopefully we still have enough resources left to hook up this next settlement. That's stub flower. I thought it was like some sort of animal. It looks like it's taking longer for everything to repopulate, which is good, which means that once we like sort of clear a path, we can like retrace our footsteps and then not get like ruffle stomped by every super mutant and ghoul that's respawned along the way. Some of these plants I don't recognize. I'm thinking they're part of the new survival mode. I like to make herbal remedies and things, so we really do need to check out a chemistry station.
Hi. Hey there. You look like someone who could use some talk. It's best friend, right?
I don't want a dog.
I don't need a dog.
Oh, good. I didn't really want to say that anyway.
It is cool that you can get different kinds of dogs. Or at least this different kind of dog. And I have nothing against it. It's just kind of like, you know, Lone Wonder and all. I guess she was a fighting dog. Her face is all scratched up. See, this is what makes me think that, like,
Got work to do.
assigning a worker helps it grow faster.
Hey there.
You find those raiders?
Yeah, I kicked their asses for you.
No kidding? That's the best piece of news we've had around here for a good long time. So we've been talking. We decided if you came through for us, we'd join up with the Minutemen. If we want things to get better, we've got to start helping each other. So,
Alright, Ned Flanders.
we're in. You can count on us if you need help down the line. Thanks again, friend.
Alright, so let's see. Who wants to be a caravanner? It's like a terrible reality show. Who wants to be a caravanner? Let's see. Supply line. Let's check the map. Map. Supply lines. So I feel like, yeah, let's send them to the truck stop. I mean, it ultimately doesn't matter so long as the network is connected. So Q. Yes. Alright. And now we can start building some infrastructure here. So we need... First priority is always going to be a radio antenna. And then, because the radio antenna needs power, we're going to need a generator, some wiring, and let's see, we've already got 6 food, we've already got 3 water, we don't have any defense. And that is all the defense we can muster for now, so we're kind of like tapped out on our resources. It'd be nice if you could fill bottles of storage. So that'll have to be like our priorities. We'll run up, we'll fill all our bottles, and then we'll dump everything in storage. And we'll get a quick drink. Just to fight off being thirsty. Now we can store everything. Let's see. B for beer bottle, no. And that can't be all we have. Yeah, because they're networked. Oh, so that's all that's just here. So it's networked, but it's networked. It's not fully networked. It's resource networked, but if we want like something specifically in storage, we're gonna have to go manually get it. So we should move that Red Rocket stuff to the movie theater, basically. Alright, speaking of which, let's see if these mattresses are real. No, they aren't. So I'm going to destroy them and build better mattresses. So it requires ownership, so they count, but they can't be removed. Okay. Other than a shitload of wood, is there anything I can get out of this place? Refrigerator. It's like, this time. This should be an excellent source of ceramic. To use ceramic, that's not too bad, I guess. Better than no ceramic. Let's get rid of this, is like just some like really like clutter junk. Especially concrete, because we're gonna need that. Let's move this up here where we can easily see it. Let's head back to the Red Rocket and see if we have enough people there to establish some farming. This sort of like settlement management is going to be like a real thing. Actually, I'm going to pause it here and cap, because doing more than an hour for YouTube is a pain. So this is going to be the end of this episode, but the stream will be right back.